Home repairs that can't wait, part 2. Okay, so in the first video, we went over the idea that, most people tend to put repairs off in their home, thinking, I'll just wait for a better time when I'm on vacation or when we have a little more money in the bank. That's okay for a lot of things, but there are certain things you just really shouldn't do that for. In the first video, we went over electrical problems and also roofing problems. In this video, we're going to go over 3 really more important systems in your house that you really do not want to put off repairs for. Okay, so the first one would be a foundation, the foundations, of your home. So one of the biggest problems you're going to encounter here possibly are cracks in the foundation. And cracks in the foundation are fairly common, so you don't have to panic too much, but when you see something when they're small, you want to start thinking about getting onto it, because the thing is about cracks in the foundation is they spread, they grow larger, and eventually they become a real problem. And when they become big and a problem, it becomes really costly, and it can cost you thousands of dollars to fix, and it's a big major repair. The smaller cracks, don't typically contribute to structural instability of the home, but as they grow larger, they can increasingly start to undermine the foundation's integrity. That's what you really want to avoid. And in extreme cases, it can lead to the collapse of the entire home. Now that's an extreme case. So, but nevertheless, if you have any kind of crack in your foundation, you really want to address those kind of problems, when they arise. This, even though it's painful to do and it's a hassle, it's actually going to save you both time and it's going to save you money and ensure a safer place in the long run. So that's really important. And next would be gas lines. Maybe you don't have gas, but if a lot of homes do have gas, for cooking and sometimes for heating, water and whatnot. So gas leaks in your home are extremely dangerous. So the thing about natural gas and propane is they're dense and they have a tendency to sink below the regular air. And so what they do, these types of gases will pool. If you have a 2-story or if you have a basement, they'll pool in those lower areas of your home, meaning that's where you're more likely to smell them. And might have a smell something like a little like rotten egg or something like a sulfur kind of smell. So if you smell anything that smells even slightly odd or anything, you want to get yourself and your family out of your home and call the gas company straight away and get them to come in and repair the gas lines and take care of that before you return to the home. And only do this by experienced professionals. This is a real big one and important one for your safety. And then another area is plumbing. Now water leaks and damaged pipes, you may not think if the water is not leaking too much, it's not a problem, but what it does, it creates a perfect environment for mold to grow and to start taking hold in your walls. And then it can get into the framing, and even support structures, and that can be a big problem. So should you notice any dark spots in your walls or any weakening, sort of areas that feel a little softer or weaker, or maybe your water bill seems, abnormally high, it's important to try to find and address the problem before it leads to bigger problems. If you get mold, in a support structure, like in a 2-story, it can lead to, the collapse potentially, of the wall. So, things like that you really need to address. So, that's some ideas and tips for you. We've gone over the major areas, your electrical system, your roofing system, your foundation, your gas lines, and your plumbing. These are really critical. They're like in the human body, equivalent to your critical structures, heart, lungs, nervous system, the critical systems in your body that you need to keep you alive, your house. Think of them in the same way. They need to be in good working order. Okay, so finally, if you have any issues in any of those systems, don't put them off. You're not going to save yourself money in the long run. You'll cost yourself money. All right, well, I hope that's been helpful for you. And hey, listen, drop me a comment. Maybe you've had some experience, with some of your systems in your house, leading to problems, and what you did to address it. I'd love to hear about that, and wait for more videos. There's more coming. Hit the subscribe button, and I appreciate you watching today. Thank you.